We open with the shot of a wide shot of a very large space station. It's very high. There's a lot of lights coming off of it, and that are just sort of in various places, shiny, very shiny, with a whole lot of ships around it. We get like the voice overlay, and it's like, and we hear the voice like, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Victory Combat League. We have some very special matchups tonight. We've got the trophy for the team battles going up for grabs tonight. Later on, we've got the singles championship going up later on tonight, and we understand that there's rumors there might be an armored vehicle matchup being added onto the card from location, but we've got a lot of new signees up here on the top on the at the beginning of the card at the beginning of the night. So stay tuned. The Victorazzi are out in force, and maybe we get like a shot of like inside the space station, like a line of like people dressed in their armor, sort of like behind this rope, velvet rope, being sort of led in. And on the other side, there's like a population of like people with different hollow recorders, like looking around and trying to ask questions, while security people kind of try to keep them to back off. Um, but sort of and we kind of come back to and we cut away. We get the Victory Combat League logo, and we cut away. And we come into the room, and it's like minutes ago. It's like and it like comes across the bottom, and there's a we see standing in the room, we see like four people, and we see a lot more than four people. But let's get a quick description of each of the characters. And while you're waiting for like the last minute, like instructions and meeting before you go out, and we'll start with Nubilogot Vibo. What does Nubilogot Vibo look like? Or is it Vibo?
Vibel.
Vibo? Okay.
Yeah. He is a 6 foot tall mushroom man with who is brown with orange spots. And Vibo is actually a fairly well known name because he is actually fifth generation for this.
Oh yeah, yeah. So maybe there's like a title card underneath that, like as soon as they get like a still shot, it's like Nubilo God Vibo, and like fifth generation,
Right.
fifth
It goes
generation
through like
talent,
the quick profiles of all of my my great great great
Yeah,
grandfather who started in the business. And there's the reason
yeah.
I'm here.
All right. And are you what are you and yeah, I think we move on to Ravisha. Is it Diox? Dakes? How's the last name pronounced? Ravisha.
Breaker breaker.
I don't know. We'll go with Diox.
Diox? Okay. What does Ravisha Diox look like? What is the what it like? We get the title card Ravisha Diox on the bottom, and there's a like we get your the still shot of Ravisha. What does Ravisha look like?
Okay, so she's this 8 foot tall chick. You can't really see any skin because she's got like a full body suit covering every part of her body, and
Okay.
with a little helmet on, with the little visor thing. It's like, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Um, and then we move on to Zenobia Death Breeze. And we get like Zenobia Death Breeze at the bottom. What does Zenobia look like?
And are we like being recorded right now, or like are we
Well,
waiting?
this is this sort of meta
Okay, the meta
comic.
shit, like what we're
Yeah,
presenting. Yeah,
yeah. This
and
is a comic book. Yeah,
is this
exactly.
a situation in which there is someone important in the room?
There are probably several people in the room, and we'll get to the other important person after we get descriptions of everybody.
Sure. I mean, like, would my boss, like air quotes, be in the room, or someone who could be boss like?
There is an authority figure or two in the room.
Okay, then yeah,
A
she's sitting
couple.
very attentively. Zenobia Deathbreeze is dressed in the most flashy, almost like in its design, almost in a kind of ballet flashy way. Like everything is very skin tight and bright and colorful. And she has this big, like, purpley robe, like, that flows out behind her. And, like, though she's undead, like a Borai, her like makeup and everything about her is perfect, like this like perfectly smooth death mask.
Awesome. Then we kind of move over to Jafir 69. Jafir, what does Jafir look like? What do we see Jafir looking like?
Well, Jafir has this blue skin, blonde hair, and this like really bright, shiny yellow armor with a yellow pistol on his hip.
All right, cool. Yeah, so and we get Jafir 69 at the bottom, and we kind of like, and we also see, and we get the placard, and then we get the next shot is a Warlanisi dressed in in a very nice looking suit, for about a mid, nice for mid management, but maybe lower tier for upper management, or mid tier for upper management, or whatever. But kind of, it's still kind of fancy. And for those who don't know what a Warlanisi is, they're small, 2 foot tall, blue skinned people with 4 arms and cone like horns on either side of their head. They're known for being lucky, I should say. And this is Riaz, the head of talent relations. And he's got with him a human woman that is by his side, who's got her hair kind of like pulled up in sort of a business type, like updo kind of thing. And she's kind of walking behind him, and he's like, "All right then. So now that you're here for your big debut matches, we've got a few things going on we need to talk about. You've got your contracts you've signed, your agents have looked over, everything's good. You've been assigned by Creative. It's going to be team matchups." And he goes, "Let me get that here." He goes, he goes, "Whoa, that is wrong. Um, it's going to be Ravisha and Zionia. No, sorry, Zenovia and Ravisha are going to be squaring off on as team one."
When
And
when he gets her name wrong, there is
yeah,
just like a twitch on her face.
yeah, he kind of, he says, "Sorry, day-to-day business. It's kind of hard to keep everything straight. We had a Ziona something or another come through here last month." And he, he goes, "Team two will be Jafia 69 and Nubalagat." And he kind of looks at you guys. He goes, "But before you go to the armory and you go to your particular your staging areas," he goes, "I've got somebody here that needs to speak to you before for the sort of official things before you go out there." And a a rather tall Espercasa with sort of like looks very eagle-ish steps forward, and he's wearing like a brown, like a dark brown suit with a tie, and he comes out and he's got like a big cowboy hat on, and maybe he's got both arms behind his back, and he goes, "Now, gentlemen, if you have read your contracts and your agents have gone over them, most of this should just be a bit of review. But here are the rules. And for legal purposes, it says, when you are pointed out, you will be sent a signal in your armor, and a door will be provided for you. When you are to immediately exit through this door, where you will be instructed where you can go to watch the rest of the match, or go back to your quarters if you so choose. Assaulting anyone on your way out the door, or be assaulting anyone who's already been eliminated and is heading for the door, is in strict violation of policy and can open you up for liability lawsuits of a number of varieties detailed in your contracts. Now, Creative may have a thing or two to say about that, some exceptions and exemptions they might make, but all parties will be notified about such things ahead of time. And until we know we can trust any of you, just stick to it like this. Fight hard, make it a good show, but protect your fellow combatants. We can't build a brand around dead fighters. This isn't one of those illegal death arena type places, organizations. Says
Illegal in certain places, mind you.
in most places we have a very we have a much larger base. So causing permanent injury or death to a fellow combatant will not only lead to you losing your contract here, but will likely but will also end up in imprisonment and deportation to the home planet of the victim for, for trial
And
as
and
under the laws.
and she'll probably, her face does not move a single inch, like not even a centimeter, the entire time he
Yeah.
says this, and she'll just take a beat and then go, simply pointing out omissions.
He says, "Oh no, it's not omission. There's no omission. He says most of this is in your contract. Anything I failed, this is more of a courtesy. If it's in your contract already, your agents have signed and you've signed off on
Oh
it.
no,
You've
and
agreed to the terms.
she's also not
Yeah.
also not like trying to be like, oh, but I could get away with murder here.
Yeah.
She's trying to be like,
Yeah.
hey, you said that all death matches were illegal, and like that is actually my
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Like not here,
Yeah.
it's not my business, but like
Yeah.
I am pointing out that that is not
Yeah,
entirely an accurate statement.
Yeah. He
You know.
he kind of looks at you and says, if we can continue, he says, now that stated, you can be if you can be trusted with your fellow combatants and they can be trusted with you, then you can have a much longer career here. It's good business. He says, I don't want to be anybody's enemy, but somebody in every company has to be the hard ass. In this case, it's me. He says, I would hate to see any of you in my office for any particular infractions in your contracts and or legal performances, as it were. And he says, I would say good luck to y'all, but I imagine most of you believe that your skill will carry you a lot farther than luck. And he says, and that there's a moment where like maybe Riaz kind of is standing behind him, and there's almost a slightest smirk when he mentions luck, but he says nothing. You know, he's like, he says, he says, and he's like, that concludes the complimentary and courtesy fair warning. For greater details, go back to your contracts. You probably won't have time for that before the match, but just remember the golden rule: you can't build a brand around dead combatants, and you can't build a dead brand around yourself if you're dead. Good business, folks. And he turns, he says, and he kind of like nods, and I think Riaz kind of takes back over. He goes, "Well, now that we've got that pleasantness out of the way, how about you all go?" He says, you'll all be heading to your armories and staging areas now, and we'll be getting on with the show." He says, "I wish you all the best of luck, because I do believe in luck." And he and he kind of and he says he turns around, he looks at the woman, he goes, "Beatrice, Mr. Gertrude, will you please show these folks where they're to be, where their staging areas and armories are?" And she's like, she kind of looks up. Maybe she's wearing like glasses. She kind of looks up from her data pad, and she goes, "All right, come with me." And he goes, "You've all been," he goes, "you've all heard the you've all heard the legals. It's time to get your gear and go out there and give us a good show." And she's kind of like starts leading you guys. She stands by the door and waits for you guys to line up to follow her.
Yeah, I think Zenobia is going to try and lead the pack. Like she's gonna like try and be the first one to follow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any of the rest of you do anything specifically different? Or you just kind of
I just kind of like, okay, let's go.
all right?
Man, I hope they got my dressing room done.
He's like, she kind of chuckles at that, and he goes, "Honey, you got to win a lot more matches to be important enough to get your own dressing room." He goes, he goes, and she's like,
Don't
she's
you
like,
know who I am?
as she's walking, she goes, I know everybody he has a big star. She goes, I'm real impressed and everything, but I got a job to do. And she's like, she
All
kind of
right, Denise.
yeah, she kind of starts, she leads you guys down the hallway, and pretty soon, like, she gives you, like, where you're going, team one, which was Zenobia and Ravisha. Like, here's your armory and staging area. And then leads the Jafir and Nublo got, and he's like, and your staging area. And he's like, um, you guys need a minute to talk amongst yourselves before we go into the arena itself, or like
Yeah. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, including character names. Which one of yous is Ravisha?
I believe
Yeah,
that would be
that
Skull.
8 foot tall person.
Ah, excellent. So, what do you do?
I punch things.
You punch things? Okay. I shoot things pretty up close, but all sneaky like. So I think that we just do our respective things. I don't really have any support actions personally.
Right. We go pummel the other opponents as fast as possible. Got it.
Yep, there we go. What a plan. What a game plan.
Jafir, Nubalogot, do you guys have anything you need to work out beforehand?
Hmm.
Or if there's just any particular role playing you want to do beforehand?
I'll just say, if you stay out of my way, I'll stay out of yours.
Oh, come on, man. This is supposed to be fun, guy.
God damn it.
Supposed to be? You don't know what it's like to be at war.
No,
It's
man.
life or
I
death out there
definitely
in the
don't know how
battlefield.
about war. That ain't my bag. All right, let's get this shiitake started.
All right.
Who's
So
got the first match?
maybe you guys go when you guys
Ooh.
first. You guys are both released. First is Zenobia and Ravisha, and like when you guys come out, you will place your icons in the red box labeled Team One.
Okay. Gotcha.
And as you guys come out, they're playing like an Eoxian orchestral grindcore
Yeah.
score.
Ooh, interesting. Zenobia is going to have to get that changed to Planet Pride here soon and have it be the Oxyan national anthem. But for right now, this works.
Yeah. And Nubalogot and Jafir, you guys will put your icons in the red box labeled Team 2. That's where you guys are starting at.
Okay.
And when you guys come out, there is a like symphonic industrial music that you guys come out to.
Interesting.
And just a little bit of an explanation before you get into it here, just from the mechanics. You will see an assortment of boxes and things around. The buggy is a broken down shell of vehicle. It's not drivable. It can be used for cover, but that's about it. The boxes that are outlined in black are are like raised platforms, and the ones in blue are water hazard or water like liquid places, and what have you. There are some planks between a couple of the raised elevated places. There are no stairs to get onto any of these. You guys will have to climb if you want to take advantage of them in any way, shape, or form. Um,
It's not
other
letting me
th-
put my thing on.
it's not letting you put your thing on.
Right.
So click on your name on the like in the characters, like go to your character thing and click on your name on the right hand side where it
Okay.
shows your files, and then pull it out to team 2, the box with team 2. See if that works. And Jafir, you're going to do the same thing.
Oh, there I am.
I'm going to move him up there. Yeah, team 2 box, upper right hand corner.
Full fire.
And for those of you who have your your tokens out on the board already, make sure you click on your tokens, but you can go ahead and roll initiative. I have a turn order thing up.
Excellent. Okay, okay. Not bad initiative rolls. Not great, but not bad.
I'm getting there.
Jafir, do you have your
Oh, there it is.
can you pull your token out there?
Soul Demon. Oh, let's try.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Talk to the Krista.
okay, so you said click on the name of the character and drag it, and it
Yep.
should.
And it
'Cause
should
I'm
drop your it. So basically, what you want to do is if you're on your like where your character sheets is, go to the right hand side where it lists all of your handouts and stuff like that, and your character sheet, and then you'll right click on your name and hold it down and pull out to the map, and it'll set your icon on the map, and then you can pull it and move it around the map.
it's not letting me for some reason.
So, huh. Yeah, it's not putting him out there for me either.
Does he have a default token set as well?
Should. So, default token. I see what it is. You're going to. Let's see. How does this? Why is this not here? So, remove that, and then that, and then let's see. What do no? Nope, that didn't do it. So that's. Let me
Because
see.
like, I can go to Art Library and just do it from there.
Well, the purpose is it needs to be tied to your character sheet, so it'll show up on the turn order.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
Let me see here. I go. I might have that same picture too.
If you pull out just any other picture as a token, like even if it's not linked to the character sheet, you can double click it and then it'll give you the option to link it to a character sheet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Chris, I need another mushroom pun.
uh, let's see.
There, I'm gonna give you the Earth Stars press. And then I'm gonna rub my jelly fungus in your face. Let you see my stink horn.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
that was brutal. That was not even right.
God.
Let's see.
No, what's worse is the next one is, look at these puffballs here. There's some wonderfully horrible names.
Of mushrooms? Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I wish someone's name was Ben. And I could say, don't make me psilocy, Ben. Ha 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 ha.
Wow, that was terrible.
Man, that really deserves a death cap. Or maybe a Satan's bullet.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put you in the ivory funnel.
Why is this
You see
not
my
letting
inky
me
cap?
do anything? Oh, now it's got. And now that's stuck, and I don't know why.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Wow, really?
There's one called Chicken in the Woods.
Yes, it actually tastes like chicken. It's very good. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. Fungus in general. Very cool stuff.
Let's do that. And
And of
then,
course, the ones that are famous for being around Winfield are the Morels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'd like to go morel picking sometime. That'd be cool.
I'd like to see this cauliflower mushroom up close.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ah, yeah, the giant puffballs. Those are always great. Nature's soccer ball.
I've never seen one of those, actually.
They used to grow in my backyard over on Massachusetts here in town.
Huh.
I never let them get ginormous because the chance of them actually getting soccer ball size is like 1 in 50. So about the time they were, larger than a softball, we'd kick them around and giggle that we were spreading spores so that there could be more.
Huh. That sounds nice.
For being someone that doesn't actually like hippies, I do a lot of
there we
hippie
go. I
things.
think I may have it fixed for you. Maybe.
Oh,
Yep,
there we go.
All right. So what you're gonna
Yay.
need to do is, ooh, what is my thing doing here? Oh, it's a drawing.
You are set to draw mode, my friend.
Apparently. So I need to go back to select and move. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on that icon because that's your icon, and then you will roll initiative from your character sheet, and it'll show
Okay.
up. And you should be able to move your character around now, but you have to click on it first before.
Yeah. First, I had to open my character sheet. Did it not?
Oh, you gotta click the token first.
Yep.
Wow, did it roll the same twice in a row?
Oh, I see. Because here, let me. There we go. All right, try again. Yeah, try again. Is that for
There
whatever
we go.
reason?
That's much better.
There you go. There we go.
Oh,
All right. So maybe like we get we get the entrance with Zenobia and Ravisha. You guys kind of come out of your like entrance area, and they've got the orchestral grindcore going on, and like it's got the nameplates for both of you at the bottom, and what have you. And then like we get the symphonic industrial, and we get like and Jafir and Nubilo got Vibo come out, and we get the nameplates for them. And now let's do something here. I want to fix the order. Jafir, you have the initiative here. So you get the first move. Each one of these squares represents 5 feet of movement. And as stated, if you're going to go up on top of any of these raised platforms, it requires you climb, which would be like athletics checks unless you have a climb speed. And you can choose to try to swim or hide in the watery areas as well. But those will require some athletics checks too. What is your first move? What are you gonna do? And maybe like the announcers are like, oh, and the match has begun. The town, like there's a big like match bell that sounds like over the course. And like you can see outside of like the shielding and whatnot, the multitude of sky boxes with important like people looking out of them, and the sort of cheaper stands with people all around, what have you. Um, they're all shielded to protect themselves from stray weapons fire and what have you, but um, stray magic and whatnot. So, but you can see the crowd around you as you come as we see you scanning your area and your move.
I think I'm gonna move. First, I need to be able to.
Ooh, you're breaking up real bad.
Yes.
Yeah, you're kind of buzzy and breaking up here.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
That might help, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll move down this way. You can choose. You get in every round. You get a standard action. You get a move action, and you get a swift action. You can change a standard action in for a second move action, but you cannot change a move action in for a standard. So if you don't have if there's no options to attack or do other standard action type activities, you can choose to double move.
Okay, so what you're saying is that I can move 60 feet in one turn if I choose?
Yeah, you just won't be able to take any you just won't be able to like shoot anything. And if you already can't shoot anything, then that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just kind of teach it by the way of learning action economy here.
I'm trying to figure out which side of the raised platform I want to hide by. So I'm trying to predict where they're going to go.
And what did you say these blue things were, Jesta?
They're crates. They're crate-like objects. You can take cover behind them, but
Mhm.
really that's about it. They're not going to be terribly useful.
Right.
I mean, you could
Gotcha.
stand on them, but they're only like about 5 feet high or something like that.
Sure.
Okay, so I can. All right. So, nope. First off, I got to get to the right. And then I have moved my full 60 feet. And that would end my turn.
Check your chart.
Ah,
In
Nubilo
the
got
tone of voice.
yeah. Nubilo got you're up next, and maybe the oh, and it looked like the team of Vibo and Jafir 69 have taken the initiative and are moving first.
Okay. See, now our talk earlier on Discord doesn't make as much sense, huh, Nubligat? As I talk to myself. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I move super fast, but I don't. So, let's see.
Will they work as a team, or will they try to divide and conquer?
All right, remind me, the vehicle is something we can't use, right?
Yeah, it's just a shell of a vehicle. Yeah, you can use it to take cover behind or potentially stand on. It's not going to be terribly, high.
It's the old battle buggy we used to use.
Actually, I think that's an upgrade from that battle buggy, but...
Oh, shit.
And you said these were what again?
Those are crates. You can stand on them or use them for a cover.
Okay.
I can't because they're only 5 feet tall.
Oh, I duck behind mine because I'm smart enough to squat. And that will end my turn as a double move.
Okay. So I have a question for you, Jesta. These right here, are they raised? Like, can I see through them from ground level, or do they go all the way to the ground? And if you are speaking, I cannot hear you.
Jester, check your chart.
Damn it! I keep bumping that damn thing.
You know what happens?
They are they're planks.
Okay.
They're basically they're planks from one like raised platform to another. So yeah, you can see you can see through underneath them. You can travel underneath them, etc., etc.
Okay, I'm gonna let me see real quick. One thing, and that is my range. Oh darn! Hold on. Let's see here. Range is 20 feet on that. So, sorry, I just had to do a real quick check. And let's see here. Ah, damn. Zenobia is going to run up here, and then she is going to ready a reaction. That's something in the system, right?
If you've already moved, I don't. I think that's what there's an envoy ability or something for that. Like you can, if you wanted to hold your action entirely, you could hold your action. It will change where your initiative is supposed to be at, but
Let's see. There's delay. Ready in action. You can prepare to take
okay.
an action when a certain trigger occurs by using a standard action. Okay, so it uses a standard action. Decide on a standard move or swift action and a trigger. You can take the action you choose when the trigger happens. This changes your initiative count to the current initiative count for the remainder of the combat. If you use a reaction on your previous turn and then choose to ready an action, you still regain your reaction at the beginning of your original turn. Okay. So I am going to ready an action. I am going to ready the action that once someone gets within my range, I am going to make a trick attack at them.
Okay.
So yeah, that means whenever that happens, which my range is 20. So
Right.
whenever that happens, either it loops back to my turn and I have not completed my readied action, or I activate that action as soon as it happens, and then I move to that position in initiative.
All right. So Ravisha is up next, and maybe like they're like hollow cameras, like from above, following you guys, like getting the angles and stuff. It's like there's a, and it looks like Zenobia has moved forward, very cautious in the early goings here, as both teams try to seem to be trying to take up a position, maneuvering for the most advantageous cover. What's
Okay.
Ravisha going to do?
Ravisha's gonna move up here and face the other way and face off this direction
Ooh,
and pay attention to that side. But she's paying attention to that side. Just
nice.
slowly moving up.
I think you'll actually get a nod of approval from Zenobia as you do that.
Nice, nice. Right on. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, just a small little step up to there and watch out
Alright.
to this side.
Very conservative movements going in the first early goings of this. We see Zenobia and Ravisha taking their time, small steps, very cautious in the way they're approaching. Nubalogad and Jafir, on the other hand, they've spread out. But perhaps they have a flanking tactic in mind. Who knows? And Jafir, it's your turn. It's up to you. And yeah, basically, don't feel inclined that you have to do anything that the fucking announcer's talking about. He's speculating on what he thinks you're gonna do. He didn't know shit.
Yeah. Because, like, I was doing a little bit of math, and Mira, thank you for saying that your weapon is 20 feet, so now we know where not to go.
Dang, I should have. Dang. Good.
But, Scott, I do not know the range of your weapon, so I'm going to stay away from you.
Here's the thing. That's rather meta. Your character does not know the range is 20 feet. You might know, but you can't act on that. Your character can't act on knowledge that your character doesn't have.
And that's
Yeah.
fine. I was the one who mentioned it, so I'll
Yeah.
take the B on that one for sure.
So well, I say you can't act on you. It has to be something your character would reasonably be able to come up with, and unless you inspected Zenovia's weapons beforehand.
Ooh, that's a good move anyway. That's going to be brutal if you pull that. Yeah, because that's a total flank. That negates my cover immediately if you fire from that angle.
Okay.
But remember, you can only move your base land speed and still take a move actions, and still take a standard action. So if your base movement speed is 30, you can only go 30 feet and still take a shot.
Okay. Nope. Come on, get the right. Okay. I'm going to move here and just behind this circled pillar, and that is 50 feet from where I was, so that would be the end of my turn.
All right. Yeah. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's and Jafir advancing to the other side. Although Zenobia, unless you were, you would make a perception check with a DC of 10.
Easy, I say, before I roll a 1. Let's see here. Perception. Only got a +4.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You see Jafir run through here because that's just a plank, and you can see underneath it, and he couldn't really cross that area without trying to be stealthy. So.
Oh yeah, because she's overwatched right now. She's watching all her corners, you know.
So you would have seen Jafir make that move, and so you know that that's where Jafir's at. Yeah. And Jafir trying to move up, trying to get position.
So
What's Nubalagat Vibo about to do? Remember,
how big
he's
is this
5th
crate?
generation. Huh?
How big is this crate?
I'd say it's probably about 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot. I mean, it takes up the square essentially.
Okay, and so how much does it weigh?
Um,
Ooh.
I don't know, probably. How much would an empty metal crate weigh?
Metal
Like
crate. All right,
40
so
pounds or something.
40 pounds minimum at
Yeah.
5 foot per 5 foot.
I was gonna say it'd probably be a good 60, 70 pounds maybe.
Okay, so what if I wanted to move it from here to there?
Ooh.
Oh, you can move it at half your land speed, and I'm going to need an athletics check, and I'm also going to need to move that from the map layer onto the token.
Yes, I already checked to see if I could move it. So I can actually do that.
All
Well, all
right.
right. So now, if that's what it is, then let's see. So 5, 10, 15, and half of 15 would be. I'm just going to push this one forward 1 square then.
Oh,
No, not that one, Jester. This one.
all right.
That one makes more sense.
Well, now hold
I'm
on, let me
sorry.
go back here.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you mess with your layers some more, layer boy?
Oh, now I moved in your way. I'm sorry.
This is a farce, Chris.
So 15 to get there, 10 to move it. So I have 5 left, so I can climb on top of it once you get it moved up here against this wall right here.
let's see here. Let me go back to. Damn it! Where am I at? Ah,
I believe in
didn't
you.
wanna-
You can do
didn't wanna-
this.
doesn't want to click on the things. It doesn't want to do the thing. Damn it! It did it for the other one. Why can't it do it for this one?
Are you on the right layer?
Layer. There we go. Aha. All right.
Killed it.
There we are. All right. How are you moving this in? You just pushing it?
Yeah, just pushing it forward.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, that was what I forgot to do. I apologize. And then, of course, it goes small. In the name of all that is holy.
And it's on token layer, so you. I don't know. Let's see. Oh.
Nope,
Nope.
it didn't actually work. Well, there went that idea.
Damn.
So I still waste the movement, and because it didn't move, I will stand here.
Interesting.
Nubilo got. I'm not sure what he's thinking of there. Trying to move the crate not moving there. Is it bolted down? Who knows? And and it goes back to Zenobia.
I look over at Scott. What's your character's name again? My apologies.
Ravisha.
Ravisha. I look over at Ravisha and say, "You break left, I break right. Mushroom soup."
There's that meta again.
Okay.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Wait, I would have
No.
seen you at
We
least
wouldn't
move
have known.
forward.
Well,
You would have seen.
hold
I
on.
would have seen you move forward.
Well, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, from where you were, it's possible she would have seen you move to the like at
Beach
least move it,
outside.
at least move into the direction you were moving. She wouldn't know where you are necessarily right this second, but she would
Right.
have seen you
Okay.
move
I
diagonal.
will submit to
But
mushroom soup.
hold on. But I'm going to allow this a chance here in a perception check here.
Okay. Let's see here.
But it is going to be a DC of it's going to be a DC of 10.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
So you don't know exactly where Nubilo went, but he did move out from where he had been taking cover and moved back towards like where you can't see on the side of the platform you can't see, and you did hear some kind of like movement over there, but it's kind of hard to distinguish if it was just, you know, what exactly it was all about. And you don't know if, and you don't know where, like specifically where he's at. He could have gone back up directly. He could have gone directly back up after he left your sight. You're not sure, but,
Right.
but yeah,
Okay.
it's on
Well,
you.
knowing that, I'm going to 5. Well, hold on. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm assuming from this corner I'd be able to see him.
Well,
Using
yeah.
using PlayStation logic, yes.
Yeah. So
Or I could move here.
yeah.
No, stay where you were. I'm sure that was enough if you peek around the corner.
Mm-mm.
But he's not going to get line of effect if she's not going to get line of effect if she chooses
Ah,
to attack.
that's true enough.
I got the movement for it.
There you go.
And
Aw, man. Did you find me?
then yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make a trick attack. So I need to. Does it automatically do all the things for me?
Yeah, it does. So just hit your attack.
No.
No condition. Any other modifiers? No. Doesn't look like that did the trick attack stuff, but
No,
yeah, it did.
It
Yeah, it
showed
did.
but
It's right up above it.
Yeah, but it's not a trick attack. Does a 12? What kind of weapon are you using?
It is a. It'd be EAC.
Okay, so what's your EAC? Would a 12 hit it?
I think. Maybe. Let me look.
Dang.
That hits it exactly.
Dang.
So 4 points of damage.
Right. And it was energy damage, correct?
Yes.
Cold.
Cold damage. She kind of comes around the corner with her Sub-Zero hail pistol and just fires a couple rounds off.
It looks like Zenobia has drawn. It looks like Zenobia has pressed the attack here. And what does this look like as it's coming off of your stamina damage? Like, how is this not lethal damage? Like, you manage to turn at you turn at the last second and it draws a line of blood on your cheek, or is it a you stumble backwards or what does that look like?
Man. So I'm a fungus.
Yeah.
It's kind of like watching the bio version of nanites take place. I'm just kidding. It's
Shit.
not that cool. But let's just say that I do manage to like spin just a little bit, so the cover fucking ricochets it off, and I'm like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh, Nubelogot's is gonna lose some points from his score there. Like that one goes in the favor of Zenobia, and it is Ravisha's turn.
Okay, Ravisha walks up behind him. Oh, I got the wrong little hootie guy. Hold on. I walk
love
up
Hootie
behind
Kai.
him and I punch him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Okay. So make your attack roll.
No.
It looks like the flank has been outflanked.
Remember you get the +2 for the flank, and that was plenty to hit me because, like I said, it's
Woof.
12 exactly. So you punch me for 3. Oh,
Dang, do you not have like any weapons?
Where does that put you on stamina?
That literally put me directly to 0.
Damn.
A Nubelogott has a flanking maneuver. A Nubelogott has been eliminated from the match. And there's the door on your the door to your entrance area where you came out of opens.
Oh, you meant up here. Okay.
No, the other way. Oh yeah,
Oh.
up there. Yeah, so
I'm getting there.
Well, don't.
Oh man.
GG
This was
though,
supposed to
Chris.
be
That was
talking.
Yeah, the like the announcers.
If I'd made it to the
yeah.
roof, you guys would have had different things.
Oh, absolutely. No, I have
Yeah.
no doubt. At this low of a level, it is totally who gets a first roll and who gets lucky on their rolls.
Right. Oh,
like,
yeah.
like this totally. The only thing that got you was like coming around the corner and hitting you. If you had
Yeah.
gotten up there, it would have been way different.
Yeah. There's like a and the buzzer goes off. It's like, oh, Vibo has been eliminated from this matchup, and perhaps with a very clever turnabout play by Ravisha and Zenobia. Let's see what can Jafir overcome the numbers disadvantage here, and it's Jafir's turn.
Okay, so I am going to move over here. Uh, it's 15 feet, and I will be aiming directly. Oh dear God. Mira, what's your character name?
Zenobia.
I'll be aiming directly at Zenobia,
Right.
and my pistol's distance is 50 feet. Which, Mira, you are actually like
Perfectly in. Oh yeah.
yeah. The 50th.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Let's see it. Let's see.
17. Does that
17 with
EAC?
3. 17 on my EAC. Yes, it does. So I take 3 points of damage. Electrical. Nice.
Yeah. And yeah.
Good tag.
Jafir, you move Jafir moves out. We get like a really dramatic shot from the holo cams of Jafir like moving out, firing his pistol, and like this electricity flying from the end of his pistol and hitting Zenobia. And what does that look like? It's taking because it's taking from your stamina.
I think that
Push you back? Does it do you sprain an ankle trying
Yeah.
to get the other way? What's that look like?
I think with this arc pistol, it would make sense that a couple shots wing right past her. Like she's probably gloating, you know what I mean, as the mushroom walks away, like kind of egging the crowd, and then a couple like lightning bolts just like zip through her cloak, like nearly missing her.
Yeah, I was like, Zenobia is going to lose some points from the from the judges for that one, not paying attention to your opponents. Classic mistakes that have made there.
Oh, and her face gets like she gets an angry face on the death mask.
Nubilo got how many rounds does it take you to get to the door and get out? Just the one?
It would take 2.
It would take 2. So you're still on your way off the field. Yeah, the holo cameras are not focusing on you right now.
I mean, if they expect me to run, it could take 1.
No, I mean they didn't tell you had to run. Basically,
Get the fuck out of here! Like,
yeah, the rules of engagement are pretty simple. They're like once you're eliminated, field of battle. Yeah, so you're probably still walking back. You can see what's going on behind you. You see your teammate get a good zing in there. But it's back to Zenobia. You are like that. That brought your attention back to shit. Like,
yeah, no, straight up.
him.
I think Zenobia is going to. How much SP do you have? Oh, no, that's meta knowledge. Can't. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Zenobia is gonna pop over here, and then she's gonna take another movement to. I'm gonna take C's backsies on that, because looking at it right now, I think instead I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which would be right in the range. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Life or death. That's how this shit's got to go. I can't just run away. I don't have a toolkit. I got to either do it or I don't. And he's got range. Let's see here. So that's going to be a trick attack. There is a brief in her head prayer to Pharasma. And we're going to hail pistol Sub-Zero. Any other modifiers? None.
Ooh. It's not a trick attack, but it does. But 19, does that hit your EAC? Jafir?
Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Oof.
Good.
All right. So
I mean,
6. So 6 points. And where does that leave you on SP stamina points? Ooh, that takes your stamina straight
that's
off.
good. That's straight dead.
Yeah,
Ladies and
Dang.
gentlemen, it is
Yeah.
over.
like
Fucking
like,
hell.
yeah, it's like, and the team of Zenobia and Ravisha Diox with a very decisive win here, and maybe there's like as we've just gotten word that shot was enough to eliminate Jafir 69, and Jafir, it's stamina points. So like, what does this look like? Like, what do you get pointed for here? Are you stumbling back? Does it, zing off your armor and in a solid enough shot to turn your shoulder? Is it is it enough that you have to fall to the ground to avoid getting, lethal damage? What's that look like?
It's pretty much just does like a little knockback where I have to like take like one step to just like keep myself steady.
Right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, the judge is like, you get the alarm in the tone in your armor. It's like it was like Jafir 69 has been eliminated, decisive victory, and you get the signal to leave the field, arena or whatnot. They kind of allow Ravisha and Zenobia a chance to like engage the crowd.
Oh, and Zenobia is going to yell, "We are not Team One! We are the Banshees of Eox!" And just like let out a like warrior Xena cry, just like a like sort of thing, like out
Oh,
to
I
the
love it.
crowd.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah. So I think as like maybe we get like the victory scene, and Nubilo got like you just made it backstage when you hear the elimination for your partner go off, and you're kind of like filtering back and like and whatnot into the backstage area, and you see a group of guys, heading towards another one of the staging room, or heading towards actually, you haven't even left your staging area yet. You're waiting on your partner to get back, and a whole crew of like five guys come in. Mixed humans, elves. There's like a Strix in there as well. And they all seem to be wearing like the the humans and elves and half elves and stuff seem to be wearing jetpacks and what have you. And this and one of the where is it? One of the like as you're kind of like maybe the first guy that walks in is like a human, and he kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh, hey, man." He was like, "Don't mind me. Me and the group are going to be setting up for our match next up." He's kind of like, "Yeah, bad luck." He goes, "I remember my first match out there. It was pretty bad. It was pretty brutal." Said, "Of course, mine was like a 5-on-5 ordeal." Whew. He said, I'm sorry. I'm Alden. Alden Trenton." He goes, he offers his hand to you, New Blogot.
fight it. No, I don't. That would be horrible.
right?
I take it.
What a terrible thing
I'm like,
to do.
thank you. I needed a hand. I put it in my
He's-
pocket.
nice. Yeah, he kind of he's
Just
like
kidding, man. Sorry about
yeah
that.
he's like uh he's like, hey man, well I hope you're gonna be there tonight for the welcome celebration for all of the for the and it's a big PR deal, but it's also a welcome celebration for the rest of you for the new hires here. Said you're not gonna make it, right? Said if you're here.
Hang on. Yeah, man, probably. I mean, I know I lost like right off the bat, but I have name power that I can lend for these folks.
He's like, he goes, yeah, man. He goes, cool, cool. He goes, and the rest of the group starts to like his group starts to usher in. This is about the time that Jafir, you kind of get out of the like you kind of have gotten back to the staging area, and all these people with jetpacks and the one Strix with wings is trying not to like fold them out too far. He's trying to be considerate and whatnot, and kind of in the room with you and whatnot. And it's like,
Are the cameras still on us at this point?
no, this is
Okay.
just sort of backstage, stuff. And there's a half elf that walks up. He's like, hey, Eldon, you pay attention, man. We don't have any time to talk to the newbies. We can do that tonight. We got to come up with a battle plan. He's like, all right, right. He goes, and he kind of looks at you. Hey, this is Clayton Fogwinter. He's our squad. He's our stable leader. And we're the Jet Lancers. We're hoping we're going to get a trophy match soon, championship. And he goes, and not tonight though. He's like, and Clayton is in the background, kind of going, yeah, okay. Look, I'll talk to you later this evening. I got a match to get ready for. I was like, come on. He's like, and Eldon's like, I gotta go, man. Um, but they're kind of like they're taking over the staging area here. So you guys are, but you guys are free to go back. Like maybe there's like maybe Beatricia Gerton is waiting outside, and she's like, in the moment you guys step out, he's like, I'm here to show you to the skybox where you'll be able to watch the rest of the show with everybody, with with the staff and what have you. If you're interested, if not, I can give you directions to your rooms on the station where you'll be staying while you're here. It's like, any questions?
No, man, I'm psilocybin by myself.
And she just nods. She goes, very clever. And she's fucking, Jafir, are you gonna go back to your quarters, or are you gonna go to the skybox, or what are your deal?
Must learn your name.
Soul?
Yeah, if you're trying to talk, you are muted.
Yes. Try harder. Check the chart.
But I will go back to my quarters.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Your quarters are pretty much they're relatively nice. They're not super nice, but I'm sure most of you have slept in some shitty, dingy places before. Um, but these are clean at least, and they have their own like little mini kitchen. It's not enough to do serious cooking, but you could make something pretty simple there. Um,
Right. Grilled
you,
cheese.
something real simple. Um, and they have their own bathrooms and whatnot. There is also like a food court and an air like because there's also like a food court area you can go to because the station hosts a number of like corporately sponsored businesses to whatever. But yeah, there's but yeah, that's pretty much what you're looking at. For Zenobia and Ravisha, you're given a couple of minutes to, you're given a minute or so to like engage the crowd
Yeah.
before like there's a signal sent to your like armor, the comms in your armor or whatnot that it's time to clear for the next match.
Yeah.
So
And she'll take not enough time that someone's gonna say, "Hey, hurry the fuck up," but just enough time that someone's gonna think it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Like,
I get you.
like totally milking the crowd the whole way out. The princess wave, the fucking
Yeah.
deep ass bow, and then leaves, and immediately we'll look at Ravisha and go, "You, what part of Eox are you from?"
That one.
Okay. What class of part of Eox are you from? Who are your parents? Are their names important?
See,
Not that I don't think they're important.
And she
I
kind of
don't know.
looks
They kind of kicked me out.
And she kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, poor lost puppy. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You and I are going to be a team. We're going to be the best damn team in this league. And we're going to show them that two people from Eox are going to metaphorically murder the entire competition. And we're going to get filthy fucking rich while doing so. Does that sound good to you, Ravisha?"
Sure. Yeah.
Excellent. I will talk to talent immediately. And she just walks the fuck off.
Yeah, so you get back when you get back to your staging area. There's already a team in there that are changing and that are basically gearing up, and they're in the middle of their strategy meeting about how they're going to how they're going to go after it, and they pretty
Mhm.
much pay you very little mind. Like
Yeah.
maybe one or two of them nod at you as you sort of pass through.
I nod
Um,
back, but I do one of those head up nods, like one of those like
right.
sup. Like
Yeah. Oh, I get you. I get you. You get back out. Beatrice Gertrin is Gerson Gertrin. Sorry, I can't read my writing. Beatrice Gertin uh, is waiting out there, and she goes, "Hi, congratulations on your victory. I'm here to either show you to the skybox where the rest of talent is waiting, is watching the rest of the show, or give you directions to your personal quarters while you're here working and staying here."
oh, do not worry. My father has paid for quarters that are not here. They are actually at a separate part. But I would like to be taken to the skybox.
She kind of chuckles at that, and she's like, "Skybox it is, and you, ma'am?" And looks at you, Ravisha.
I point to the little short guy. I'm going with him.
Oh, you're the
With Zenobia.
Zenobia.
Yeah, I point at Zenobia and be like, I'm
Yeah.
going with him.
With her. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
She's
The
like,
Banshees of Eox.
yeah, she's like, "Follow me," and
Yeah.
maybe for the skybox, like the authority figures that you might want to speak to aren't necessarily there. Like
Mhm.
there's like technical people there and people who are obviously sort of like functionaries, and whatnot. There's like a mini bar in there. There's there's like servers, a couple of servers that occasionally walk by and offer things. There's like a food services table, and there, and of course there's several monitors to watch the next match on, and of course the skybox itself, you can look out and watch down on the arena itself. um,
Mhm.
uh, if you choose to watch the next, the matches as they go along, the next match with the Jet Lancers is fairly entertaining. They very much leverage their mobility from their jetpacks and their one-winged member, a Strix, of course.
Ooh.
Uh, to they leverage their abilities at flying to just outmaneuver their opponents left and right.
And who are their opponents?
Their opponents are like a ragtag team. They are basically just a ragtag team of people that, like, from your understanding, they're not generally a team. They're a group of more or less solo competitors that have been kind of thrown together for this match because the team the Jet Lancers were supposed to face backed out at the last minute, some kind of breach of contract issue.
Mm.
Like
So it's obvious why the Jet Lancers win this one. They're
Yeah.
organized, their team, and they've got aerial advantage. They've got a shtick.
Yeah, like it's not that the other guys are bad. They're all of them seem to be individually pretty good. And if it were one-on-one fights, you get the impression that, these guys individually probably would be able to beat the Jet Lancers in one-on-ones, but in a team environment, their aerial coordination is just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of picked off one by one. After a pretty good fight, but it comes down to like the leader and a couple of two of the Jet Lancers are eliminated, trying to take down the last guy, but they eventually win out. As for the rest of the matches, the champions, the group combat champions, they retain their trophy. And the championship match that goes down, the singles championship match, actually ends up being a draw.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a couple of really brutal, sloggers.
Mm.
The kind of guys that get real close, real personal, and just stand there and slog it out.
Mm.
However, it's a surprisingly entertaining fight, even if the focus drops to a relatively small area as they melee the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
They do manage to keep the fight moving around some, but it's not like the high stakes, high flying Jet Lancers match that might have been more entertaining to
As a
watch.
spectacle.
As a
Yeah.
spectacle, exactly.
Yeah.
But you do eventually, one way or another, whatever you guys do with your day, you do get to the nighttime. And the nighttime, there is a sort of a party, like it's a PR kind of thing, and it's in the food court. And there's a whole lot of people there. And I think maybe you guys run into each other at some point. Like uh, like you're probably both sent for around the same. You're probably all four sent for around the same time. And there's plenty of people here. I mean, Riaz is here, Beatrice is here, by his side, taking notes on her data slab, and Aravi Ewington, the head of the legal department, is here. Alden Trenton and Clayton Fogwinter and the rest of the Jet Lancers are here. There's and I think probably Alden finds you, Nublagat, and he's like, hey man, he's like, I hope the match, the quick match earlier didn't scare you off or anything. He goes, hey, so you acclimating well? You hear what they're going to be doing with the holo vids for you yet?
Oh no, man. As far as that goes, it's all bureaucracy. If they decide they want me, I'll get paid pretty good, and maybe I'll say one line.
He's like, yeah, man. He goes, they got a lot of people here. He points over at a halfling. He sees that guy. That guy's a lawyer. The the halfling talking to Ewington. Yeah, his name is Thobus Greenfellow. Rumors got he's got some powerful friends. Kind of seems sketchy to me sometimes, though. Because over there, he goes, over there, that's Goss, Void Soul, and Crow Crop from the Keepers of the Secret. Word has it there's some kind of deal going on for them to do some entrance music for somebody here. I don't know. He's like, that's Tom McFrickson. He's from some group called he's from some tea trading company or another. I don't know. Oh, I don't. I'm not familiar with the details. He's been to a few of these things though. And he goes, And this is about the time that Riaz kind of walks up and he sees the four of you like kind of in the same area. It kind of gathers you together. And he's like, and he goes, hold on. He goes, great showing out there today. He goes, you're gonna go far. I can see that right now. And he's like, and there's two goblins following him. And he gathers you guys together. He's like, so I know it was kind of a quick match and a very early match and a bit of time to get used to the arena here. He goes, I thought we'd talk a little bit about what your compensation here. He goes, and your packages. He goes, this, he points to one of the goblins, like, is Gleno Brantoff. He goes, this Gleno here has got a used starship dealership, and he was hoping he signed the deal to utilize your match in part of their promotional packages. One of those things that you buy a ship, you get some promotional videos and hollow programs to watch and whatnot. It's a pretty lucrative deal. You're gonna be getting. He goes, your agent will be getting you the numbers soon. After the deal is closed. I figured you might want to meet Gleno here. And he's like, and Gleno reach out. He's like, hey, Gleno Brantoff, Brand, I'm the owner, the CEO, and the proprietor of Branto's Blast Off dealership. And he hands his hand out to shake any one of your hand. He just kind of like waves it back and forth.
Oh, she'll shake his hand in a very dainty way.
He's like, good to meet you. Good to meet you. And he looks at you. He goes, hey, he goes, you were kind of a star out there. He goes, I like your moxie, kid. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I think you guys will be great for you think you guys will be great for our promotional materials.
And she probably go ahead.
We want to give off that image of being sort of rough and ruddy, rough and tumble. That's why we're into this sort of thing.
And she says, "Oh, do not worry. This is going to increase your share price tremendously when the Banshees of Eox become a household name."
He goes, I'm looking forward to it. He goes, I might put a little bit of money behind you if you're looking to do a little bit of sponsorship business. He goes, he goes, but for now, he says, but for now, I'm more than happy to buy the Hollow Video matchup. You guys look great. He goes, and you. He looks at you, Nubilo God, and he goes, you're making a star out of this one. He goes, but he goes, if I know anything about the Vibo family, you're gonna bring it in the future. And he kind of looks around and he's like, really, y'all of you you all seem like what we're looking for. He goes, this here, he goes, this is my friend Gerdo. He's with BB&B. And he goes, don't mind him. He's a little shady. And kind of
BB&B.
Gerdo just kind of goes, hey man, don't, never mind.
And she's gonna look at him and go, Bortz is one of the most lucrative advertising spaces in all of Eox, right?
He just kind of goes, and this is why I didn't want to come over here with you. He goes, I've already signed for now. And he's like, look, I'm sure you're great. He's like, look, I'm sure you're great. I'm sure you're all top. He goes, but for the time being, man, we've got some people signed for now. So, but if Gleno likes you, maybe we'll. I don't know. I hope to see you around. He goes, look, I got a thing over here. And he kind of turns around and looks over and he's like, he seemed to like, and he looks like the kind of person who just wants to get out of a conversation. Like you get the impression that fucking Riaz like wrangled him in. And he's like, and he kind of looks around, he's like, Fash, hey man, He goes, I haven't seen you in forever. And he goes, I gotta go. And he kind of like does that thing. And
Wait, did you just? What name did you just say?
and he kind of
All
walks
right,
off.
all right, that's fine. Whatever, it's fine.
And he kind of walks off. And he's like, and Riaz is like, he's like, right. He goes, so as far as you pay for the match, you're each getting. He goes, you're each getting 1,000 credits now. There's a bonus for the winner. The winner being the winners being Zenobia and Zenobia and Ravisha here. You're each getting an extra 500 on top of that. He goes, he says that's for the match. We'll let you know. He goes, we'll let you know about the sponsorship deal as far as it goes. Where he goes, I'm guessing there's going to be some percentage profit here, or at least a lump sum. And he's like, he's like, and Gleno's like, hey man, he goes, I gotta catch up with my friend. He's like, he goes, hey, it's good to meet all of you. And he kind of stomps off. He kind of stomps off, and Riaz is kind of left saying, he's like, he goes, that's a good start. That's a good start, fellas. You're going to, he goes, you make a big enough impression, maybe you might be able to start getting yourself a bit of hiring yourself bigger names for your entrance. And your team for now, we're content to let the two of you fight together. He looks at Zenobia and Ravisha. Goes, and I think that the creative might have you guys work with them too, or perhaps either as a rivalry or as allies in a larger fight. But we'll let you know on the details as it goes.
And
Yeah.
Zenobia is going to look at everyone as if she's also in charge and just go, it is lovely to work with every single one of you. We will all be very good friends.
Yeah. Yes. And they'll rule out the possibility for some singles action as well. There'll be a number of different contract options available to you, both as team battle, both as team. You could even join one of the existing stables, or you could petition to form one of your own after a few matches. The creative feels they can trust you with it to build a brand that people will want to watch, then we'll see where we go from there. And he kind of looks around and he goes, a good job to you all. He says, he says, I've got a bit to do out here. I've got a bit more work to do. There's some other new hires out here that I've got to show the ropes and do a bit of FaceTime with. Because if you've got any questions while you're waiting on your payouts and stuff and your next matches, let Gertrude know, and she'll get back with me, and we'll see if we can't set up a meeting or something. He kind of gives you all a nod and kind of walks off.
And as he walks off, Zenobia is going to turn to the other two and go, listen, as a sign of good faith, an appreciatory gesture, both of you, I am going to pay my $500 winner bonus to give both of you 250 credits. But
Ooh.
before we move further, this comes with one single message. Do not fuck with me. I will actually end you. And she'll transfer the credits and again make a dramatic exit.
Okay. How do the rest of you react to all of this?
As she is exiting, I'm going to say, you can't kill an android. We are all always living.
She's just gonna chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
The vessel may wear out even if the soul does not, my friend.
Well,
No,
the-
Zenobia is fucking crazy.
I will beat your
What is it
android
up?
body.
What is up with me and playing crazy as fuck women lately? I'm
I
just
don't know.
I'm vibing on it though. I'm having a good time doing
So I guess so.
it.
Does anyone have any particular scenes they need to have, they want or need to have with their character? Any of the notable luminaries or others that you would like to, that your characters want to interact with?
Hmm.
And I will give this over to you guys here to look at, so you guys will actually know who PCs are that you know here.
I know no one.
Then you can make a a note that at least Nubilo got. Um, you can consider Alden Trenton somebody you know that you can talk to.
Yeah, man. I
Um,
figured as much.
yeah, so
He
he's
still
in.
doesn't like it though. He's like, "You're not your grandfather."
Well, yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
Alden.
"Give me time, man. I'll be old one day."
Well, Alden, seems to be friendly enough. The leader of the stable, Clayton Fogwinter, may be a little bit more brusque, but
Ooh, brusque.
Alden at least seems to be a friendly enough fellow. Beatricia Gurton just seems to be unimpressed with most things most of the time. So she's not necessarily unfriendly, just unimpressed. um, the yeah. Does anybody have anything else?
Not tonight, man.
All right. Well, then let's get sign offs. And let's get sign offs from everybody, and we will start with Soul Demon. Let's start with you.
Meanwhile,
Come on. Here we go. All right. Hello. All right. You caught me playing Jafir 69 Android Rare. Today he's mad because he thinks that he got the weakest person in the group because he feels that he did
Dang.
the heavy lifting. And
Dang.
I am in Sunday night's Gloomfall opposite of this week. God, what else is there? Oh, that's right. I am in the Doctor Who games Saturdays, which is coming up this week. Yeah, this week. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Ravisha.
Okay, I'm Scott. I tried to play Revisho, but I couldn't do as well because I'm not 100% at perfect health, so it's a little bit harder. But hey, we get further, maybe we'll do a little more personality development. Okay, what else am I in? What is it? Sunday, Monday. I'm in Fire Strike Shardverse 37, 92, 83, 79.
Hut
Whatever.
hut.
1385.
Where I play a dude, I can't remember the name, but it's Team Forearms. I disobey direct orders, but hey, that's fine. Um, then on Thursday, we got New Amsterdam. or I'm perfectly fine. I don't know why I have to go to therapy. I'm perfectly What is everybody tripping about? Put me in therapy.
I think that you are perfectly normal, and no one should put your character in therapy. But also, it's gonna be real fucking weird when your character's in therapy. So I'm here for it because your character's fucked up.
Yeah, it'll be fun doing a therapy session with them. And then what? Saturday. Okay, so one Saturday we got After the Bomb, where I'm in it, where I get blamed for other people getting shot, whether I'm there or not. Okay, I'll take that one. Then the other Saturday, I'm the GM of the Doctor Who Adventures in Time and Space, and that's fun. And then Sunday, we got Gloomfall, where I'm in there, and I did a sermon, and we got more people coming to that house. That now this house is not big enough for all these people. They're just randomly showing up. Whatever. And I think that was everything. I hope so. If I forgot something, my bad. But yeah, I think that was everything.
Right on. Then let's go to. Well, let's go to. Let's see, what are we missing?
Hi,
Oh, yeah.
that leaves me. I played Nubagat Vibo, 5th generation gladiatorial event guy. I like to party, have a fun time. And my newly found teammate and I really need to get down to business and learn how to work as a team. Otherwise, but I had fun tonight. It was a fun time. I got to be a fun guy, even though I lost first. Other than that, I'm David the Gnome. I play on Mondays as the GM for a bunch of crazy people in Shardverse 1385, where a dude from the future just got kidnapped by himself. But more on that tomorrow night.
Awesome.
All right, and that's me.
And Mira.
Oh wait, were we supposed to
Supposed to
player's
what?
choice?
Yeah. Everybody send me a player's choice, I guess. I forgot about
Apologies.
that.
All right, and also, hello. My name is Mira, also known as Mira Shades GM. Today I played the larger-than-life, ice-cold Zenobia Death Breeze, who is absolutely the exact person I'm trying to play her as. Conniving, total fucking, just rude, terrible person. Very excited about that. I have some definite real-life wrestling inspirations. But you can also catch me tomorrow in Shrikeverse, The Buggening. Get it? Because it's like the beginning, but the Buggening. And yeah, I'm boo on me. Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Catch me also as Clay Nasaravi, the Showbot who's Sobod, part of Team Forearms, and Team Forearms is grounded. And Clay's mad about it, but I think Team Forearms is kind of temporarily ungrounded at the moment because there's a problem going on. And then you can also catch me. We're taking a break on Tuesdays. Wednesdays I'm not in. Thursdays, catch me with New Amsterdam, where I run that crazy game. And everybody's getting ready to heist a Chem Depot. Gonna be very fun. Heists are awesome. And then you can also catch me on Fridays, where I am both Hiroki the Himbo Samurai in Immortal War, and I also happen to be Domingo Frank Ordonez, the currently stoned boomer, who is just vibing at a demo derby. This is fucking awesome. This is like Christmas for Frank. And then catch me on Saturdays for After the Bomb, and catch me on Sundays for Gloomfall, and that wraps it around all the way to everything, and that is me.
Awesome. All right. And I think you are the only one who has to send me your player's choice.
Sorry about that.
All right. All right. So, the bookkeeping, everybody gets 266 XP. Zenobia gets an extra 100 experience points for winning Player's Choice. Of course, you all got your 1,000 credits, which is basically like hiring bonus / first match bonus, etc., etc.
And you two got an extra 250 while I sacrificed my 500.
And
That's me in that's me outside of the game being nice because my character's really mean.
Ravisha gets the extra 500. All right, awesome, ladies and gentlemen. This is I am Najesta King Zerat, and this has been a very interesting experiment. And I'll probably play with this a little bit more. I kind of like this idea. I'd like to. I might do this again. If I do, it'll probably be a format where it's drop in, drop out. People will be, want to be a part of it, and people kind of, be here and for one session and not be here for every single session, and not be here for as many sessions as they want or can actually afford to be. But we might get some sessions that are a little bit more about the the behind the scenes stuff, and some stuff that's more about the arena fights and whatnot, and we'll just see how it goes. Other than that, you can catch me in the Shardverse on Monday nights, where I am that time displaced soldier who was kidnapped by himself, and it's all kinds of crazy chaos because the apocalypse in the future he's from has been reset 4 times now. um, uh, so it's kind of all over the place. And I'm trying to get I'm hopefully after the holiday season or around sometime able to do something about computer Gloomfall. Joden, who is a deepworm drow dragon who has kept his cards close to his hand and has not revealed what actual skills and powers he has, besides just being, a businessman, and knowledgeable about drow, noble culture. Um, the That's all I'm in for right now. And I guess let's get a victory ho and get out of here. Victory
Oh!
Hey
ho!
ho!